Oh, hey. Do we like the new change of scenery? My last get ready with me was a bit, interesting. All of my products were from TEMU. I have not given you guys an updated get ready with me. So, let's do some makeup. It's gonna be really simple, really easy. Let's get into this. Kind of tried to simplify my makeup routine because it used to get really crazy and I had this giant bag for everything. But now I just use this little bag and it's been quite peaceful. So I'm gonna put my mirror, this is my mirror. I'm gonna put it right here. See, one thing I've been dealing with recently and something that's been preventing me from wearing any makeup is this that's happening on my eyes. I don't know what it is. My skin is peeling, basically. So one way I try to remedy that is I use a moisturizer and Vaseline. I love Vaseline. Okay, well usually I'll use a sunscreen to help with that, but I cannot find my sunscreen anywhere, so it looks like we might have absolutely bombastic makeup today, which is okay, I guess. So first I'll use my moisturizer. Just put it everywhere. I usually do this right after I wash my face. So yeah, that definitely solved it. Now what I'm gonna do is prevent any more of that happening. Some Vaseline and I put it under my eyes, and then I'll also, is that kid on a dirt bike? I'll put it under my eyes and then in the crease, like where you would put your eyeliner. That's where I put it. Also like under my eyelashes, on my eyelids, just basically all over my eyes because this is the one place where I don't want my makeup to suck. Okay, first step, I usually have a primer that I will use. This time I have this e.l.f. one. It's the basic Power Grip Primer. Very simple, very easy. I'm almost out of it actually because I've just used that much. But I kind of just do a little dot on like my T-zone and then a little bit on my chin. I really focus the primer under my eyes because that's where I want my makeup to stick the best. Primer, done. Concealer is, it kind of depends on what I'll do. Sometimes I'll do bronzer first, because then it's more even. But I'm gonna do concealer first today. None of my makeup is from TEMU anymore. I threw it all away. My concealer is from Say. A lot of my stuff is from Say. This is their Slip Tint Concealer Corrector in the shade 1. It's in the very first shade. I actually probably should have gotten a shade darker than this. This is technically my shade, but like you see, it's kind of yellow pigment, and I don't have that undertone. And my skin actually didn't really have to like purge when I first started using it. The key with my concealer is I try to put not too much because there we go. Okay, so the Vaseline definitely saved me on that one. My skin is the problem, basically. I would be mad if Say sponsored me. Freak. See, the thing with my dark circles is they go like into my eye, like they go all the way around here, and I never know how to conceal that. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my face recently. I just really need to moisturize next time because what the frick. What the actual frick? You'd be like, bro, what are you doing? You don't know how to do makeup? I really don't. Like, this is actually kind of making me want to cry right now, I'm not gonna lie. Wow, oh my god, the skin is just not getting. Anyways, sorry, I'm like skipping over steps. I use this, I think it's bronzer. It's bronzer. This is their bronzer in the shade Spritz. Easy, simple. I feel like everyone knows this technique just to blend it into your hairline, and it makes me naturally look more tan. Hopefully this is gonna fix whatever the freak is happening with my under eye. So yeah, I probably should have done my bronzer first because you see how it's like very evident. Okay, we're just gonna trust the process on this because that's the literal opposite of what I wanted for this video. I wanted to have like flawless skin for you guys, but no, I have zero idea what's happening with this. It's just recently, the past 2 times that I've worn makeup, it has done this. No idea why. No idea why. All right, bronzer's done. I'm not gonna contour the nose with the same bronzer. The only thing, like, I find personally that really well-made brand name products that are supposed to be good for your skin and like give you the perfect glow, or you know, just like glide onto the skin. It literally just matters about your skin. If you have good skin with like zero texture, of course it's gonna look dewy and silky and perfect, but for me it's going to look like this. This angle, my face looks perfect, the base looks perfect, everything looks perfect, but when you zoom in it's gonna look disgusting, and that's not my fault. I can't really do anything about that. But yeah, I haven't done much to change my contour method. I started doing this little thing right here because I realized that it actually accentuates my nose shape rather than hiding it. I'm more in acceptance of my nose shape. Like, it's not horrible, it's not awful. Be more accepting of it because it's not the stereotype, you know, it's not like the perfect slim nose that everyone loves. I'll live with it, but it still sucks, you know, to see people who have the absolute perfection on their faces, and I'm just like, I'm gonna take a little bit of that concealer again and put some directly in the middle. I want to get a freckle pin really soon because that would be really cute. I put some in the middle and then I swoop it up just like this. But yeah, swoop it up. Does my nose look a little bit red right now? Yes, but when I add the blush, it's gonna make sense. Next is blush, if you couldn't have guessed. Use the same Say blush. It is their Dew blush in the shade Chili. I put 2 dots on my cheekbone and I suck in. If I were to put you guys at like an angle like this, you would see how uneven that is. I'm gonna put a teensy bit on my nose, and I know I'm not the only one who has days like this because I've seen. I'm just gonna take my little sponge and kind of try to blend out. I'm really sorry for like the freaking crappy content that I've been giving you guys, because I know y'all are like, give us something that's not chuzz. All right, fake jawline time. I don't have the most slim jawline. It may look good from this angle, but when I turn completely side, it's a circle. So what I do is I'll take a little bit and I'll put it on this right here, just a little angle like this, and a little bit on like closer to my chin, and I'll take my angled brush and I'll just go along my jawline. I'll blend it a little bit down into my neck so that like my face is in a different shade than my neck, and then I do the same thing on the other side. All right, next is eyebrows. I do eyebrows always after I base because I tend to blend my bronzer into my eyebrows for some reason. Weird habit, I know. I use this very simple, very easy, it's e.l.f. Clear Brown Lash Mascara. Funny thing though, I actually ran out, so I've been using hair gel. I'm not even lying. Hair gel and putting it on this, and it works. So I'll just brush. Simple. They look a little funky here, but if I come like in frame better. I shaved my eyebrow really weird like back when I was 2, so it kind of has a weird angle right now, and I look kind of bombastic if I am straight on like this. I can't make a singular video without my sword going out. I use this really cheap eyelash curler and then the L'Oreal Paris Telescopic Mascara. It's very worn. Okay, mascara is done. We're gonna move on to lips really quick. I use NYX Professional Makeup, their Suede Matte Lip Liner. Very easy. I don't know what, Whipped Caviar, that's the shade. And I'm gonna use this, line my lips. Yes, I line my lips every single time. It gives them shape because I have no upper lip. So don't knock me for lining my lips. Wow, so I actually just forgot highlighter completely. I use this one, the Benefit Cookie Highlighter. Very cute. Very simple, easy. Put it on my nose like this. And then all of a sudden I'm glowing. Perfect, cute. She is beauty, she is grace. And then I'll put a little bit on my eyebrows, anywhere that I want to reflect light. And then if I'm like going to take photos or something, I will take it on a brush, just very slightly. And then right after that, usually I won't use powder, but in this instance I will because my face is greasy. This is going to make my skin dryness problem a million times worse, but I just put a little bit in the corner. Oh, honestly, that kind of fixed it a little bit. And it Now, as long as you don't look close to my face, it won't look cakey. And if you guys are like, Addie, you didn't do your lower lashes, I freaking know. The only reason I don't do my lower lashes is because I feel like they make me look emo when I do. But you know what? For this video, I will. I'll do my lower lashes. They don't make that huge of a difference for me. It didn't do much of a difference, but... Okay, this is the finished look. That was a struggle. This is what it looks like up close, by the way. That's your reminder that everything you see online can be altered and beautiful, what is that word? Beautified to look perfect. So this is your reminder that you are beautiful and your skin not being perfectly smooth is normal, because this is what mine looks like. Their texture is normal. Okay, texture is normal. And it may not look that drastic on camera, but it looks a hell of a lot more drastic in my mirror, so don't beat yourself up for not having perfectly smooth skin. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna try and post some more videos. Hopefully I'll get a solid background for you guys that you start seeing in every video. Look out, stay tuned until Saturday, because Saturdays are going to be my new posting days. So I will see you guys next Saturday.